Alright YouTube, how's it going? Buster here. I was meant to do a video with the Marlin state of the art, but I managed to get this done yesterday. I spoke about it before. I did a video with this guitar that I was going to do the Billy Sheehan mod to this. So basically what I've did is, I've got a humbucker that came out of the Starfire, which I've got a video up of that. Got that in, it goes to a cut off switch, then straight to a volume and then jack. And then I've got the PJ, which is exactly the same setup as what it would be as a PJ. It's got a volume, tone, straight to the jack. I did have this set up as like a PJ configuration. So this was right up to this morning. I changed this morning. So what I did have it as was, I had the humbucker going to a master volume, Pbass going to a master volume, going to a volume, then a tone, a master tone, then the selector would select going for mono, so it would be PG configuration coming out of this jack. If I flick the switch, it would split this, and that would go to the black jack, which is for the humbucker. But sitting thinking about it all last night, once I'd actually did it, I decided to change it. So this is exactly the way Billy Sheehan had his original one called The Wife. So The Wife, his original one would be the EBO pickup, going to a master, going to a volume, then to the jack. Then that would go to your guitar amp or other bass amp. Then you've got your PJ, normal configuration, going to your volume, tone, going to your bass amp. So I decided to do it like that because my thinking was if you had your volume up on your bridge humbucker going through a guitar amp, you would have all your settings already done. So you wouldn't have to have a tone and a volume. Volume, yeah, because you wanted to maybe blend the volume so it wasn't as loud or whatever. So you could do that there, but your tone would all be set from your amp. Then your P-bass would be exactly the same. You'd have that, because you do, that's what you do when you play your bass. You have your amp set up to the way you like your bass to sound. Then all you're doing is volume to whatever volume you want it, and your tone would be set the way you do your tone. So that was my thinking. I can revert to it back, so I'm basically connecting two wires. Then I'd have it back as PJ, but I think I like it this way. So that's the only mods I did to it. Oh, I did. Somebody I was on the Squire bass page on Facebook. People were asking if this was a PU neck. It's not a PU neck. It's just the original affinity neck that came with the closed tuners and elephant ear and the small anchor shaft. I get these Wilkinson Goto style tuners off of the Starfire as well, and decided these were a better machine head, so I thought I'd just put them on. Action's really low. I like my action quite low on basses. The action's low. I might need to change the bridge eventually. The grub screws are quite high up, so can I catch a hand on it. I think somebody's changed them originally. But apart from that, it's I've done a video on this before, which is previously. I'll maybe put a link on the bottom of this. So if you want to let me know in the comments below, if you actually keep it like this with the selector and just the volume, or put it back to so it's a PU configuration. I could add other switches in, but it would be phasing it, or putting the pickups into parallel or series or whatever. Do you know what I mean? A series or parallel switch. This is just a basic humbucker. It's not. In fact, I don't even think it's actually a humbucker, to be honest with you. No, it's not. It's not a humbucker, because what it is one big magnet in the middle, and then the winds are all around. So it's like one of these. It's just like a single one of these there, but bigger. I think that's, so it's more like the EBO pickup maybe. I'll need to actually look at that again. I can't remember. I've done that many mods to guitars the last couple of weeks, because I've still got my 3 Pbass pickup that I made out of an old Pro Season Pbass. So I'll let you see what this sounds like. Again, I've done this video 3 times, things keep happening. I saw a mic that I had to take out because my phone was dying, so I had to put the charger to get the video done. So, Pbass. I'll just let you hear what the Pbass sounds like. So I've got all the volumes all the way up, tones all the way up. Playing through my BH250, everything's up at 12, no effects through the tone print. And that's it. So I'll let you hear the Pbass said tone all the way on. This is tone all the way off, same me tune. That's the tune I play all the time. That kind of lets me know the right sound I'm getting for the guitar. That's just what I play. So this is it. Tone all the way off. That's just the Pbass. These are really hot pickups, because I play all my basses at that level. The only difference would be maybe put the tone print on, but these are really hot pickups. So I'm going to go into the humbucker. You're going to hear a wee bit of buzzing coming for this amp. It's not coming from the pickup, because I've had the pickup going through the amp just itself, and it's fine, it's not making any noises. I think it's because this amp is quite close to this one, because I've had it played through my Laney, which is over there, and it doesn't make that noise. But I want to play it through this because I want the distortion and all that through this, and the reverb going through this pickup. So if you hear that noise, nothing to do with the pickup or the wiring, it's the amp. Alright, so put the amp on. Yeah, buzzing. It's because it's so close to that, it's getting kind of interference. So flick the switch, volume's up, flick the switch to activate it. So you hear it, nothing. Switch is on. Turn the volume down this a wee bit because it is quite loud. So I'll play the same wee riff, just the humbucker. Turn it up a wee bit quiet. Just get through a guitar amp. So other things you can do with this as well, which is quite cool. So obviously you can get your Billy Fiend style. Get that, but if you obviously turn on your Pbass as well, you get a totally different sound. So this is, in fact, what I didn't do was, that wouldn't matter. I was going to say I didn't put the tone up, the tone's up on the humbucker. So this is everything. So this is the Pbass pickup, volume all the way up, humbucker all the way up, and the tone all the way up with everything on. So tone all the way off with the Pbass pickup. Another thing you can do with it as well is do this, which is quite cool, which is a cheaper version. So you can do this. Motorhead sound off it as well. It's a cheaper, a lot cheaper option than going for, I think, the Billy Sheehan guitar. The Attitude, Yamaha Attitude goes for like £2,000. Or you get a Rickenbacker, £1.5, £2,000, whatever, do you know what I mean? So this is another option for you. So which means you can buy a cheap Pbass. Obviously the better the Pbass that you pay, the better kind of instrument you get. Now I got this, these are selling for, I think, recently I seen one exact same condition, because this is all beat up and stuff. I got this for really cheap because it was beat up. But even in this condition, they're selling for like 120 quid. So 120 quid for the guitar. And then either buying another pot and then buying the humbucker, which you'd probably get a humbucker for about maybe, I don't know, 20-30 quid off of the Chinese websites. Same as the Switch. And then do the mod. Or do what I did and bought a guitar. The reason why I bought the Star Force was the fact that it was a bass with a humbucker in it. So I knew it was a bass humbucker, then I could hear what it sounded like before I put it in the guitar, and that's why I did it that way. Don't have to do it that way. So then you can do this to your cheap Pbass, and then you've got a Pbass. If you don't want to use that, then flick a switch, you've got a humbucker. Then you can do the sort of, if you're into Billy Sheehan, do Billy Sheehan style stuff, or Motorhead, because that's exactly what a Rickenbacker is. Rickenbacker's got a humbucker, and it's that kind of more like a jazz style pickup in it, and it's designed to do the exact same thing. It's got the Rick sound, which goes from mono to stereo. So you can do that with a Rick. So then it's a cheaper version of a Rick. Obviously, if you want a Rick, you get a Rick. I mean, other options, you could buy a Rickenbacker copy, which I've done a video of. I got that for cheaper than what they're selling now. I've seen them selling for 400 to 600 quid for a Chinese copy. You get a Japanese copy as well, and they're about the same. Mine's a Japanese copy. You can tell, I've done a video on it, you can tell the difference easy at the heel and stuff like that. So I would guess, and so that's it. And you don't have to change the machine heads. I just changed them because I had them off of the Starfire. It was always, since I got this, I didn't know what I was going to do with this. I got it for cheap, and it sat there. I don't play this as a Pbass because I use my Jim Deakins as my standard Pbass, as I've done videos of them before. So I sat here and did nothing, and then I did the mod, the triple Pbass pickup mod. So I done all the routing out and stuff like that for that, and that kind of spurred me on. As soon as I did that and did the wiring, it kind of spurred me going, I know what I'm going to do with that red Pbass. I'll call it the Billy Sheehan mod. He's coming out with a line of cheaper guitars, I think that's what I heard on his YouTube channel. He's buying cheap bodies and cheap necks and then doing his Billy Sheehan mod to it. So it's a good mod to do. Different versatile sound if you're. Now I wouldn't do this to if it was any other Pbass, Squire Pbass, I don't think I would have done it. The only way I did this was because it's got the make of the body. I don't know if I've mentioned this before in this video. I could have done this video twice already and I've had to start again. My original plan with this before I did this mod was to strip it and have a natural Pbass, so a natural body Pbass. So when I went to strip it, I took the neck off, took pickups out, took scratch plate off, everything off, and happened to look inside. This is made like a butcher's block or a chopping block for IKEA. So it's sections of wood, maybe about 6 inches by 1.5 inches by 1.5 inches, all glued together. And then the body's cut out, so it's like sections. There's a section there and there's a section here. I thought it's not going to look right stripped, so then it sat there until I did the P3s I call it bass, and then I decided Billy Sheehan bass. So there you go. So this is my Billy Sheehan inspired Pbass. Hope you like it. So again, in all my videos, if you want to do mods to your guitars, buy a cheap bass. I mean, you can pick up cheap Squires and stuff and try modding your guitar yourself and see what happens. I've got the luxury of the fact that I've got a lot of guitars, a lot. I've done videos, at least 10 videos, that's only just half of what I've got. Not even half, probably less than half of what I've got. So aye. So this will never get sold now. This will be kept for me messing about with. Same as my P3, never sell it. Just keep it for messing about. If I wanted a guitar with 3 Pbass pickups in, and they all come on individually. So there you go. So let me know. Share it to your pals. I'll put this on the Squire page. A lot of boys on there were asking me to let me hear it. So if you see this, like my YouTube channel please, subscribe please, and share it, and then get me as many subscribers as you can please. It doesn't cost you anything, you know what I mean? Just, the more subscribers I do, the more I'll go out my way to get different guitars and do different stuff. And then that's it, really. The more videos I do, the more confident I get in front of the camera, and the more I play. Because I don't really play that much in front of the camera because I'm really aware that the camera's there just now. I can't wait to get to the stage where I just ignore the camera and just play. I still kind of halfway through playing something and I go, oh, I'm on camera. So, hope you like it. Any questions, hit me up, ask me. And again, I'm pretty proud that I didn't have to contact Mad Malco for wiring. I did it myself. I said I wired it as a PJ with a selector switch going from mono to stereo, and then I decided to put it to this because I think this is more practical for what I want it for. So, hope you have a nice week. Stay safe. Hopefully this debacle's over and done with soon, so we can all get back out to having fun. I'll see you next week. Carry on.